So we all know how Angela Yee left the Breakfast Club to pursue other endeavors. So they've been having a lot of different guest hosts up there, and for the most part, everybody has their opinion on who they think should stay. But to be honest, I don't think Remy should be the permanent guest host. I don't have nothing against Remy. I told y'all how I feel about her. I told y'all it's no secret other than Conceited and a couple of her features that she's had on songs. I mean, let's call a thing a thing. I'm gonna just put it like this. When's the last time you've ever been in a car and you heard somebody say, "Yo, put on that Remy, yeah." Think about it. Um, I believe Conceited is a classic. That's one for the books. But other than that, I mean, let's call a thing a thing. Let's be honest here. Um, I think a lot of people hold back on their opinion when it comes to Remy because they're scared of her. Let's just be honest. It's not every day that we hear a woman popping off on people, if you know what I mean. Pow pow. We've heard and seen women take it out, but not actually fire. If you know what I mean. Like I told you, I've had two poured out on me, but they didn't fire. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't hear about that often. So that goes to show she actually, if she pull it out, she gonna fire. You see what I'm saying? She not bluffing. Um, so I think that's probably why, that and Remy do have a swag with her, like, you know, she really with the smoke. She not gonna just tell you what she gonna do. She not gonna threaten you. She actually will do it. You see what I'm saying? You do, even in her words, you can actually feel the honesty and sincerity in her words. Like she actually with the smoke. And I do believe Remy is a good person, but we not gonna sit here and act like Remy doesn't have her little bullying ways with her. I told y'all how I felt about a couple of videos that were out where she went to a fast food place, one in particular, which both times she went to a McDonald's. But one in particular, I didn't like how she got upset because the fast food worker told her to go back around in line. And she asked him, "Do you know who I am?" And it sounded like it could have been a guy. He sounded like he was saying no. And she said, "What do you mean you don't know who I am?" And her hand started shaking. Like, and she looked at whoever was in the passenger seat. It sounded like it was Juju from Love and Hip Hop New York. And she sounded like she was mad pissed. Like, even the people in the car seemed like they was doing a nervous laugh, like like they seemed like they was kind of nervous. Remy seemed like that friend that you kind of scared of, but you love her. You see what I'm saying? She seemed like she give off that kind of vibe, and it would be impossible for me to be friends with her because y'all know, like the old saying, like I always say, y'all two hot heads never make it. They may get along for a little while, but they don't never make it long term for the most part. Somebody got to know how to take a back seat. And the other one, they both can't be on 10 because it just will go left. Um, I just didn't like that. It seemed like, I told y'all I have experienced bad customer service before. And I don't think that they were giving her bad customer service because, I have been places where I forgot something and they told me I had to go back in line. It's simple as that. Either you going to go back in line or you going to leave. I don't think that was bad customer service. I have experienced bad customer service. I don't think that was bad customer service. Trust me, I will call it out if I feel like, okay, they was doing too much or they was out of line. I have experienced bad customer service, and I don't think it was. I think she was on her bully on the low, and I think she was a little entitled. And obviously, I wasn't the only one that felt that way in that video, because a lot of people in the comments were saying that. I think her and Papa are cute. You know, I believe in giving people their flowers for the most part, because she definitely went down in the books for that. But to be honest, I think that's all. Um, of course, we know about the infamous song that, to be honest, I think that kind of ended Nicki's career. Not meaning like ending her career, but like as far as like people were saying, Nicki ain't been the same. She ain't been the same ever since that song. Like, she have some cute little songs here and there, but Nicki Minaj came out when I was in middle school, back in MySpace days. Nicki was that girl. We not gonna sit here and act like Nicki was not that girl. Nicki was that girl. Okay, we not gonna do that. Everybody and their mama had a Nicki Minaj profile on MySpace. Then people migrated to Facebook. Okay, back in the day, everybody and their mama had a Nicki Minaj back. What was it? The backdrop. Okay, everybody and their mama, when you come on people page and then the song start playing. Like, come on now, everybody and their mama had the Nicki Minaj layout. We not gonna do that. We not gonna do that. Nicki was that girl. Baddest bitch, Kill the DJ. Like, she was that girl. Okay, we not gonna act like now when Remy made that song. To be honest, I'm with the people that say Nicki want the same sense. Like, it seemed like a lot of her songs, for the most part, not all of them, but majority of them flop. Like, it ain't been the same. Of course, what's that other one that just came out? She got an award on. Super Free. I won't hear for it, but for the most part, But anyway, that's a video within itself. Remy and I do a separate video on how I feel about the Remy and Nicki situation another day. But other than that, I just wanted to shed a little light on how I feel about Remy, just a little bit. I do feel a lot of the times, people hold back because they don't want no smoke with her. But I know she said she considers herself a real rapper. I think so too. But just because you're a real rapper, that doesn't mean you're somebody that people want to listen to all the time. If that makes sense. Like, yeah, you making spit, you making rhyme, but that don't mean I'm going to listen to you just because, okay, like Nicki, to me, she's not a real rapper. She's pop. But I would be a liar if I told you, okay, Remy, you a real rapper, and Nicki not a real rapper, but I listen to you more. That's a lie. That's a lie. You could be a real rapper all day long, but that don't mean your songs are bangers. Because let's keep it a stat, all of them aren't. And Nicki, all of her songs aren't bangers either, but for the most part, I do listen to her more than I listen to you. I still have Kill the DJ, Baddest Bitch. What's another one I have up there? The Nicki and Cardi one. What was that? Motorsport. DJ Khaled. Do You Mind with Nicki? Like, come on now, we not about to do that. That was, to me, I like that Do You Mind song. I still listen to that. I was blasting that in my truck the other day. Like, we not about to do this. The list goes on with Nicki. Like, we can run it. Okay, and I listen to Cardi too. Y'all know I go up for Cardi. I don't really. I told y'all I don't get myself involved in all the stop listening to people music because of celebrity beef stuff. I listen to her. I listen to who I listen to. I listen to everybody. Unless I feel like somebody's song just not don't do it for me. Plain and simple. Um like that song where you did that with that video where you had on that red boot and that white boot, and I guess you was on a basketball court. I know you call yourself really spitting, but that's not nothing I'm gonna listen. I mean, I don't want to hear. I mean, it ain't okay. You're a real rapper, but I mean, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, girl. Anyway, um, I don't think she should be on the Breakfast Club all the time. I just don't. I mean, I'm trying to give y'all a breakdown of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I, I don't think she should. I don't want to hear about Big Pun, um, you winning rap battles all the time. Like, I don't want to hear that shit all the damn time. Like, Remy, you have some good interviews. I like the interview that you did a couple of years ago, and you were speaking about that's what I want from you. This is what I want from you. I want the Remy that be on American Gangster Trap Queen. That Remy, the one that you could hear her voice in the back narrating. Like, I want that Remy. I want the Remy that when you on interviews, I like the interview that you did, that you was talking about how transitioning from prison back to being in your son life, how you was talking about how it was hard for you to be in his life, because, and I like when you was shedding light about would you say how he sometimes questioned how his little sister had a better life, your daughter that you had with Pap had a better life than he did, and you were speaking on how, you know, your money is a lot more steady. Basically, like, you are in a better situation now than you were back then. I like that. I like that. Something, and you taught me something. You taught me something when you said how hindsight is an MFer. That's the first time I had heard somebody say that. And I looked it up what that meant. Like, basically, when you look back on certain things and how it don't occur, it don't really resonate then, but as time goes on, you think back on it. You taught me something. Like, I want that Remy. Now, if you can be that Remy on the Breakfast Club, yeah. Put your experience and stuff. Like, Remy, I don't know if it ever dawned on you, but you could write a book, my girl. You could write a book, and I would buy that shit. Like, I would buy it. I have bought people books before. I done bought cookbooks. I done bought biographies, autobiographies. Like, I would buy it. I will buy it. I want to hear your story. I love how you always say, when people try to ask you about what really happened with that child that you end up popping off on. I like how you always say, one day you'll tell the story. And I like how they try to push you. You say, no, I'm not going to tell the story right now. If and when I do, I'm going to get some money off of it. Plain and simple. That's right. That's right. You never give up your jewels for free. Because that's a whole different check within itself. And that was smart. That was smart. You getting paid off that, off the interview. But why not save that type of information and get a whole separate check from it? That's smart. Because even though that shit is old, I would still buy it. I would still buy it because obviously I know as tough as you try to make it seem that you are, obviously that shit did something to you because you don't even like to talk about it. And of course it did. You went to prison. Regardless, that ain't got nothing to do with just what she did. Of course, obviously she did something for you to do something like that. Not just, threaten her, but actually go through with it. People can wave and take it out all day long, but you actually went through with it. So she did something for you to actually go through with it. But the thing is, Even if you're not gonna be on the Breakfast Club talking about that, give us more details of your life. I like that what was that show called? You did a show. I forgot the name of that show. Keisha Cole did it. I was looking at it at my night job a couple years ago. Oh, I forgot that was it Beyond the Music or something? It was something about, because what made me start watching the show was when I saw Keisha Cole up there. Y'all know that's my girl. I've been listening to Keisha Cole music since I was a child. Y'all know I go up for them. Frankie, Neffy, all them. I've been watching them ever since the way it is. Like, I've been going up for them. And yes, I am gonna watch her movie that she doing on Lifetime. Y'all already know I done seen her story millions of times, and I can still watch it. And then when I saw you up there, cause you do some good interviews, bro. You do, but I don't want to keep hearing about Big Pun and like, tell us more about you, your story. You have a story to tell, bro. Don't be out there talking about rappers can't spit. This ain't real music. They really don't have no bars. You was in spitting battles and you was leaving with the money every time. Like, I don't. Okay. And that's still not gonna make me listen to your music. Bottom line, if it's not a bop to me, it's not a bop. If it's not a bop, it's not a bop. Okay, and that's just me. That's just how I feel. Plain and simple. Like I told you, now that song you did on Nikki, now, that really was a slaughter. Okay, it was. But other than that, and Conceited, and I told y'all a couple of features, I don't know nothing else from you, girl. I'm just keeping it a stab. Ain't nobody else gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Plain and simple. That's just my opinion, you know. Um, and I know you said in your song you rap when you wanna, this, that, and the third. Truth be told, one thing Tasha K said that was true. A lot of people don't want to say it, but you talking about you rap when you wanna, but quiet as it's kept. I'm with Tasha on that because you finally realize that ain't nobody really rocking with your music for real, for real. Let's just be honest. You could say some people do in New York and all this other stuff. Hey, maybe they do, but for the most part, girl, I think you know what time it is. And that's why, you, like Tasha said, you trying to soften it up a little bit. We could tell. But we not used to seeing that from you. I don't know about nobody else. I don't want to hear about no popping off on people all the time. A bitch trying you. Like, I think we all can go there for the most part as far as, but we don't want to hear that shit all the time, but that's just how I feel. And yeah, I don't think, but so in conclusion, Breakfast Club, I could see more so Claudia, because to be that talk show host, you got to be a little shady, just a little bit. Like, I know some people saying without Angela Yee, the show not floating. I disagree. I think it all depends on who they have on the show. Like that Portia Williams girl, no. So far, I'm gonna tell you who I have watched over there. And who I think probably is pretty good. Just hilarious, I told y'all, because she's already bringing the controversy. And she not afraid to throw a little shade. You have to be a little shady because we all know Angela Yee was very shady. And to be a talk show host, you have to be a little shady. Wendy Williams taught us that. Like, you have to be a little shady. You can't be afraid to shade the table. I don't know if Remy can throw shade because I told y'all, Remy remind me of myself just a little bit. One thing somebody once told me, oftentimes when you a direct person, you don't throw shade a lot and you don't catch shade a lot. And that's why Remy's, that's part of the reason why I feel that when she said hindsight is an MF, most of the times, most people that are very direct, somebody once told me that most of the times when you are very direct, you don't catch shade that often until after the fact, later on down the road. Most shady people catch shade. Like, they gonna catch it right then. They gonna throw it right back at you because it takes one to know one. It takes a shady bitch to know a shady bitch. Okay? I don't think Remy has it in her because she's very direct. She's to the point. She's not gonna beat around the bush. I don't think she really, I don't know if she know how to throw shade. I don't know. You need somebody out there like the shade, like a shade queen. Somebody that will say little stuff under their breath. You need something like that to shake the table to make it interesting. I don't think Remy is the girl for that. You need either Jess Hilarious or Claudia Jordan. Plain and simple. Claudia, I know people were saying that's gonna get in the way of TGIF. I hope not, cause y'all know I'm here for TGIF. With Al and Funky and Claudia. Y'all know I love that show, but other than that, I think they need to figure something out with Claudia because she would make a good person up there. She gives us life experience. She makes us laugh. She gives us our opinion. She'll throw a little shade. She is definitely that girl for that. Jess, I don't think she'll give us that much life experience. I think it spices it up when Claudia throw her little stories in there. Yeah, just like I was dealing with a guy, like it makes it interesting when you can relate to the topic sometimes. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's between them two, but more so Claudia. More so Claudia. Give my girl her flowers. She would make a good person up there. Other than that, yeah, Breakfast Club, and I think Remy will try to come up there and make it her show. Like, I don't want you to be up there having everybody in the room scared to say something to you. No, that make the room tense. Get somebody else.